Welcome to Norway, where even your wallet needs a winter jacket because it's about to freeze. I know you've been seeing on the internet about how expensive life can be in Norway. So if you're a foreigner who wants to move into Norway or you already live in Norway, this video is definitely for you if you want to live on a budget. But anyways, I'll be sharing some of my hacks or tips on how to thrive and survive even as a foreigner living in Norway. So I've applied some of these tips to my daily life and I'm sure that they will be able to help you. The first thing that comes to mind when you move into the country is, where am I going to stay? Now, renting in Norway can be very brutal. I mean, really brutal. Because we're talking about Norway, I'm going to be referring to the Norwegian krona quite often because that's the currency that is used here. So I'll also talk about the equivalent in dollar because it's more popular. But the thing is, for example, if you want to rent a one-bedroom apartment, it's about 1,500 USD, which in Norwegian krona would be approximately 17,000 NOK. And this is quite expensive. If you're a single person or a family, this might be expensive for you because you also have other needs. So my tip for this one is, do not live in Oslo if you don't have to, except you have a job or something that like it's really crucial for you to be in Oslo. You don't have to live in Oslo. For my church is in Oslo, I live in Oslo, but sometimes when I have to go to church, I spend almost an hour, or less, roughly 45 minutes on the road to get to church. And when I moved outside of Oslo, I realized that I spent almost the same amount of time to get to church. So because Norway has like an amazing transport system, irrespective of wherever you're living, you will not really feel the difference in the locations because they are good means of getting to where you have to be. So if you have to commute to Oslo quite often, you won't have a problem getting access to transportation. Now, if I have to drop names or if I have to suggest, if you have business or school within or around Oslo, you can look at areas like Estheim, Lillestrøm, Asker or Drammen. Areas within this region are not so far. They also have access to like the speed train, so you can easily get to wherever you want to be. And if you want to get an apartment, check places like fin.no. You will be able to find good apartments there and good conditions too. So yeah, globally the food prices have been crazy. It's not new and it's not different in Norway. See, shopping in Norway is so brutal. It should be part of like the Squid Game where the goal is not to go broke, cause it's crazy. So I would advise you shop at places like Rema Extra, and Kiwi. Kiwi is my favorite. These places have the best prices for food and you get good quality food products. Avoid places like Navisin, 7-Eleven, and many, many. I'm putting this on the list. Don't come for me. Okay, so and also download the apps for, I think Rema has an app, they have the R app, and Kiwi has the Trump app, and then there's the Coop app for Extra has like multiple stores, but they have different names. But if you download the Coop app, you get to see their other shops, and then on their apps you see all the offers that they do from time to time. So the thing is, they always do offers. So make sure you download these apps. Make sure you shop at Rema, Tucson, Kiwi, and Extra. Those shops, they are lifesavers, and you will be celebrating at the end of the month. Still talking about food, this will bring me to the third tip. Always eat at home and pack your lunch. See, eating out in Norway is almost like a crime because the prices are crazy. If you go out for a dinner, it's about like 30 USD. About, for you to get like a decent meal, it's about 400 krona, 300 krona the least. And you don't really like get alcohol like wine and all those with it, but you get water of course, but you don't get alcohol. So like your food is like between 300 and above, so you will not want to be spending that money on a daily basis or for one meal. So our advice, make sure you eat. Everybody does it, everybody cooks their food at home. So when it comes to transport, the secret of not going broke is avoid taxes. Yes, use the public transport systems that are available, like the train, like the speed trains, Taban, Trig, tram, bikes, and even you can even walk. It's really nice to walk, get some calories in, but avoid taxes. And while you're avoiding taxes, avoid avoid private taxes because it's like you're donating your life savings to them, basically. And a pro tip to follow that up is use the monthly app. Sorry, use the monthly card. So there's usually like the daily ticket and the monthly ticket. So I realized that at the end of the month, if you're using like the daily ticket based off of when you're going out, you'll see that you end up spending so much more compared to when you just buy the monthly ticket and then you are free for the month. And if you're a student, pro tip, if you're a student, you even get like more discounts. So make sure you use that student benefit and get like more discounts on that. But make sure you get like the monthly card or like the monthly transport card. It will save you a lot of money compared to when you're buying like the daily ticket. If you don't have to, you don't need to use the taxis. But if you need to use taxis, avoid these private ones. Try and use like both. Both are like a little bit more considerate and like a little bit cheaper compared to using like the private taxis. But yeah, that's my tip for transportation. Make sure you use your monthly card and you'll be fine. Phone and internet. This one unavoidable. You need it like your life depends on it, but you do not have to overpay for it. Plus, you can get good budget-friendly plans from IceNet, or yeah, IceNet offers like good plans, and use public Wi-Fi's. Okay, except for bank transactions, of course, but like use public Wi-Fi's when you have to. For example, I'm a student, and when I go to school, I use my school Wi-Fi. I will not use my personal Wi-Fi. You're already paying for it somehow. So use it if you have to, but I would advise do not use it for like financial transactions and all when you're using these public Wi-Fi's. But if it's free, why not use it? But if you need me to drop names, try IceNet. And like Telenor also offers like good services, but try and like compare services from time to time. I've done it for myself. I check a particular service. If it doesn't suit my plan or if they increase it, I change to another one. So try other options. You're not stuck to one service provider. Okay, let's talk about medical costs. Now, don't get surprised. In Norway, medical costs or bills are quite subsidized because the government tries to cover up for a high fraction of the bills. So you will not like be paying so much. So, but my tip is make sure you are registered with your doctor. It's called a fast legger or a GP. This way, you'll get access to medical services and they're like really cheap. So but every time you go visit the doctor, you pay a certain amount. If you're pregnant, this is free. For children, I think it's also free. But if you're like an adult from 18 years or thereabouts, from 16 years or 18 years, you have to pay for your hospital bills. But it's subsidized. It costs about 250 to 300 krona if you that's about let's say 25 or 30 USD. So that you don't have to go like if it's not necessary. So but try and make sure that you have like your GP, you're registered with a GP. If you have to change a GP, it takes about 1 year. It takes a long time to get like a new GP, but everybody that lives here is assigned to a GP. So that saves you a lot of money and use discounts. There's you get like prescriptions for drugs, you get them at a cheaper price. So when you go to your fast like if you have to buy a special drug, make sure that it's coming from your doctor so you don't have to pay like the full price for the drug. Yeah. So let's talk about electricity and water bills. So most times your electricity and water is included in the rent you pay. If you are not paying rent, if you have your apartment, you need to download the apps. They're like very important apps that you need to download in order to track your electricity usage and yeah, Fieldcraft for example. And there are other apps that you can use to manage your electricity. And do not hesitate to change custom services as much as or as frequent as possible. See, there's no loyalty here. The thing you need services, and if you're not getting good services with a particular people, you don't owe them your loyalty. You're paying money for your services, so make sure you switch it up. If you're not getting good offers or if the prices where you are is quite expensive, try another option, try another service, and just try to be flexible. So, but if you live in an apartment that covers the bills. Make sure that you don't have so much to worry about because that's included in your rent. But aside that, make sure you turn off your lights. If you're not using it, turn it off. Stop leaving water to run. You don't need water to run. Do not shop items for that season in that season. So what this means is Norway has 4 seasons, right? And in these 4 seasons, they have different clothing that you need to wear. So I do not buy clothes. For example, now we're in winter. I don't buy winter clothes in winter. I buy winter clothes in summer, and I buy summer clothes in winter. And yeah, I try to rotate it. Thing is, buying clothes in the season is quite expensive. So when it's not the season, you get discount sales because they want to like sell off clothes and clear up their racks so that they can put out new items for the season in the shop. So they try to do sales for that period. So it's better when you like buy the clothes for the next season in the season that you're in. I don't know if you understand, but never buy winter clothes in winter, never buy summer clothes in summer. It will cost you a lot of money. Thing is, we all know how the economy of the world is going, and you cannot basically survive on one stream of income. So if you're not a rich kid, you need to find a side hustle. So there are like different options. I would suggest selling your stuff on Fin. It's a way of recycling or reusing items. So if there are items that you do not need anymore, sorry, excuse me. So if there are items you don't need anymore, you can sell that off on Fin, and instead of throwing it away, you'll be getting a fraction of the money you spent on getting it back. And you're like saving the environment, sustainability and all. So instead of producing waste, you're giving your product to somebody else that would be useful to them. So if you have items in your house laying around, sell that on Fin, get a side hustle, maybe yeah, companies like food delivery services and all that. Whatever works for you, but basically shall just find a side hustle that will support whatever stream of income you have already. I know you've been hearing a lot of serious issues, but let's talk about fun. How do you have fun in this country on a budget? There are lots of free fun activities that you can do while you live in Norway. And one of it is going for a walk. There are lots of beautiful places you can see when you go out for a walk and discover for yourself. Nobody is going to tell you like these places exist except you go and explore yourself. So make sure you are like outside, try and go for a walk. It's like you're using one coin, like you're using one stone to kill the bird. Yeah, that's how they say it. Like you're using one stone to kill the bird. You're getting calories in, it's healthy, and you're exploring and you're having fun. So go out for a walk. I'm sure you will really enjoy it. And there are like museums that they're like days that they offer free tours in museums. You can check that out. Join like Facebook groups, Facebook groups where they talk about concerts, live activities. Most of them are usually free. For example, like the African Food Festival, that was completely free. You don't have to pay any gate fee or anything or buy tickets. They're like events like that. You can go for free and you'd enjoy yourself basically without spending any money. So check that out. Join Facebook groups, go out for a walk, go for free events, go to the museums, check out the dates that they have free openings, and you'll get like a tour. And yeah, that'll be fun. And you'll not spend any money. Final tip is embrace the culture. Norway is a very amazingly beautiful country to live in. Everyone is very simple. Like everybody is so simple and straightforward. So you will not find it so difficult to adapt. You might have a hard time having friends. It comes. Learn the language. Oh my god. If you learn the language, it opens more opportunities for you in the country. You're able to make more friends, you're able to express yourself more. So I would always advise that you embrace the culture, learn about the people, try and integrate into the society basically, and you will enjoy your stay overall. Yeah, and because people talk, people have information, and you will not really get the necessary information you need if you isolate yourself. But when you make friends, you're a little bit social, you'll be able to connect yourself to the right people, and then you'll be able to get access to the right information. Well, embrace the culture, embrace the people, learn the language, and you will enjoy your stay in Norway. So I've come to the end of this video. These are some of my money saving hacks or tips that I've been using as a foreigner living in Norway. Which of them did you find interesting or funny? Drop them down in the comment section. I would love to read about it. And if you have some tips that you've been applying yourself that have been useful, please drop down in the comment section because I would love to learn from you, and I'm sure others will love to learn as well. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel because I'll be dropping more content around this area, around this topic, so you don't miss out on anything. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. See you in my next video.